Hey, listen, I got this towel on my head because I just washed my hair and, I'm just letting it sit. Just like how I'm sitting right now, alright? But with that being said, welcome back to Single City Reactions only on the Flexion Mind Network. I'm the original anomaly. Welcome back to the channel. I know I'm late, but y'all need to understand it was Black Friday today. And y'all know what happens on Black Friday, regardless of what country you're in. Wow. Regardless of what country you in, alright? Black Friday is a serious day. So I was just at work all day. But I'm here now. This is going to be the late night reactions. This is for the late night squad. The OVO owls out there that are still up at night. This is the one everyone's been waiting for, apparently. Because if you don't know, I do love the Joe Budden podcast. Let's make that one clear right now. Okay? So, I want to hear what Joe says. I still haven't seen the episode. Mind you, I haven't seen anything about this. You know what I'm saying? So, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this channel. Let me know what you think about the reaction. And let's go straight into this. Alright? Let go. Let me know what you think about the whole Joe Budden and Drake situation. Drake suing UMG and Spotify. The defamation claim. I heard there was a third one, but I know that's cap because there's no way there's going to be 3 lawsuits. Something like that. Yes, I do talk fast. Alright? Anyway, 12 minutes. This video is by KB Goes Live. The video is called Joe Budden Violates Drake for Suing UMG. Let's go. Talk to me, G. Talk to me.
Alright, so we got Joe Budden finally giving his opinion on this whole Drake situation with the lawsuits that's going on. And Joe Budden decided it was time for him to punch harder. He gets right down to it in the most recent episode of his podcast, which I think is episode 779. Joe Budden been grinding on that podcast. But a lot of people have been waiting to hear Joe Budden's opinion on this and everything that has went down with Drake and these petitions that were filed, because Drake is looking to find information he can use in a lawsuit against UMG, which is not only his record label but also Kendrick Lamar's record label. Now, I knew when Joe Budden finally gave his opinion.
I loved that episode. What was it? So stop something in 2024. Like, I don't know what he said, but it was so funny. That's a good moment too. Fresh meat. This nigga's like,
opinion on this, he was gonna be blunt like he always is. Joe Budden don't really mince words, but I ain't gonna
the stare
lie,
at the camera killed me.
All the way up in this episode right here. He said that Drake was a selfish, lying, manipulative sack of who made enemies for 15 years, and now we're here at the boiling point. Right? That's a direct quote from this episode. He pretty much says that it's over with for Drake as we know him because of this beef he's having with his record label. He says and Grange made Drake, and now he was going to end him, that the labels have chosen the side of Kendrick Lamar. He implies that Drake already knows this. That's why Drake went ahead with these petitions, because he already knows that this is a fact, that the labels have chosen a side. He talks about the $400 million deal that Drake has been in with them.
We're going to get into this, like,
time where Drake is right in the middle of a negotiation with them for his next deal, or he was at least. I mean, Joe really gets into the thick of it. This was a really good episode. So, look, I'm not going to hold y'all too long. I'm going to go ahead and run the clip, let y'all hear what he said, and then I come back.
Drake was supposed to be the leader of that and say, yo, I have hundreds and millions of people that's going to do and go.
First of all, a 4-hour and 30-minute episode is crazy.
As I say, when that was at its peak, who cares now?
You know what? And he might have went in there and said that and said, being that I got this, I want 400 million.
Well, he was due to 400 million based off his own.
I'm just saying that at that point,
based off
that
his own,
might have been what I'm fighting for.
Oh,
now I learned more, and
then he sold everybody short.
Or no,
then he sold everybody short.
Yo, y'all know I got the ear of yo, bro. Adversity. We are keep missing that. He might not have ever had to have that stance with the labels before. He may have never had to have that stance. When you go home after getting the door shut in your face, now you go home and ponder on how to get around the door, or your brain goes to plan B mode.
Well,
this might be his first plan B ever.
Maybe instead of running around and buying Pusha T's first microphone,
oh my God,
Pharrell's chain.
Those aren't infinity stones. Wow, those are not infinity stones, brother. I don't know what you're doing trying to flex that like you're some sicko. Like, you're colonizing. You're a museum hoarder. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like a night at Drake's house. You got a night at the museum. You got a night at the embassy. Like, this is crazy. Why are you doing this, bro? You're not Jay-Z. What are you doing? Sit down and go write.
Michael Jackson looked Paul McCartney in the face and said, "How much is your publishing?" What
That's
the
crazy.
talking
He said
about
that too. If your pub was up and sell out by the whole thing. He got to that point.
I know, on a record.
He got to that point.
I know, on a record. What he did in real life was go buy a van that looked like it was on Good Kid, Mad City. You had the big boy poker table now. You know how you walking into the wind, when you walking down that little hallway in the wind with the coffee shop and the bars on the corner to the...
I can go to that even better, cause I've asked this question a couple times, and it kind of stumped a lot of people, because in a rap beef, right? We've seen what goes down in rap history when it comes to beef culture, everything. I know there's probably some music videos out there, but my serious question to anybody out there that's watching, listening, reviewing the beef between Drake and Kendrick, look at Kendrick's side in terms of songs. Every song that he dropped needed no visuals, because in Euphoria, he's telling you about this man. He's telling you how he acts. He's telling you how he moves. In 616 in LA, he's trying to preach to him. He's trying to tell him, look, don't push me, because I don't even want to go to that realm. But if you decide to press that red button, I have a black button that I'm going to smash. And I'm going to drop a monster on you that you cannot stop. And it's not Meet the Grams. Look at Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams broke this man down to his core. Broke him down word for word. Bar for bar. He lets you know what he looked like. He lets you know how he moves. He lets you know how he thinks. He lets you know how he acts. You can't sit there and try to figure out, oh, what does he mean by this? No. There's no super strong entendres here. All the entendres are digestible. Okay? Maybe not in 616 LA, but in Meet the Grams, it's all digestible. You don't need visuals to sit there and think about how this man's moving, because you see it day by day. You see it on his social media. He's using words to express what Drake is doing to you. You don't need visuals for that. And here comes Not Like Us. Specifically the A minor portion. Better Not Speak on Serena. That whole run. That whole verse. And then the Colonizer verse. Specifically the Colonizer verse. There's zero visuals needed. Because where did he run to? Atlanta. To go see who? Lil Baby and them. Where did he go to? Memphis. To go deal with who? 21 Savage. Like, no, this really has to be studied, because now this comes to my question now. Why did Drake need to put out a music video? Why did you need visuals for your track? People don't understand how useless not Meet the Grams, but Family Matters is. You don't understand how useless this is. This man went ahead and shot a music video, thinking that this is going to be on the level of Heart Part 5. It is not. Kendrick exposed you for the whole New Hope King ordeal. And then you go ahead and decide to go to New Hope King and shoot a music video. No. You're just going back to the scene of where you got jumped. On top of that, the whole crushing the car thing, that means nothing. Because first of all, you got the wrong car. No, well, not the wrong car, but like the wrong color, wrong shade, whatever, right? If you're really that guy, if you're really Drake, you can get a rush order on the paint job. Like, let's keep it a band. You got money to throw away. You can get it painted into the right color and just crush it. You can absolutely do that. But going back to the question, why did you need a music video beside your diss track? Knowing that Kendrick never needed anything. He dropped 4 tracks on you. When it comes to Not Like Us, it never needed a music video. But when you're on a victory lap run, a music video is necessary. You can't be on a victory lap run in a rap battle. That doesn't make sense. How do you know you're winning? When you just lost, where you just got jabbed in your, in your jaw on your right side. Like, no. Like, be critical. You guys need to be more critical. Because if you're not critical, you're going to let artists like this run over you. And it's really going to show who you are as a person. And what does that mean? That only means that you're easy to manipulate. That's all it is. When you have artists like Drake out there and people feed into this man, it's easy to manipulate these kind of people. That's a fact. When it comes to me and Kendrick, this is no manipulation. I'm here for talent. I'm here for bars. I'm here for lyrics. You know what I'm saying? If I want to go to listen to some party tracks, there's a whole plethora of artists that I can listen to when it comes to partying. When I want lyrics, I run over here with Kendrick, Ab-Soul, Jadakiss, Nas, any of those legends. Every pocket of hip-hop has their own group of people. Why are we always focusing on one person? That was always my issue. Why are we always focusing on one artist, knowing that there's a whole plethora of artists out there that you can listen to? And I also made this point a while ago that nobody can deny. When Drake was at the top of his game, there was no artist that was going to surpass him or come close to him. Absolute fact. At the height of Drake's career, there was barely any artists out. Watch this. When Drake's career started to decline, did you ever notice how many artists came out of the woodwork? Do you understand how many? We had a plethora of different names. A lot of names that we forget. But each name was attached to a good hit charting song. Ever since Drake started to decline. It's as if ever since he started to dip, the whole music industry gates opened. The gates opened. And the whole world, all these artists all across the world, all of a sudden their songs are getting number ones. Their songs are getting hits. Their songs are getting played all across the world. Ever since this one artist started to decline in artistry. You ever notice that? I'm just saying, bro. Like, this has to be studied. Like, this whole run for Drake has to be studied. And a lot of times, if you really study it for real, it only comes down to his character. His character is the reason why this is happening. That's an absolute fact. It's nothing to do with talent, anything like that. Has he gotten lazy? Absolutely. But he still has a talent to be that kind of artist. But his character, the way he moves, the way he acts, the way he treats people, it all comes down to that. And that's the reason why he started to decline, and this is where we at now today. People has had enough of this man because of his character. That's why it's important to keep your character intact when you're in the music industry. If you come off as a snob, some kind of like on some rich kid attitude type of nonsense, it's a terrible look. Because you got to remember, at the end of the day, everybody that's in the music industry with you, these are all still people working egregiously hard. Like, they're working so hard to make you look good. And then you want to go ahead and disrespect them. This is why you have people out here like Joe Budden talking the way he's going to talk. Because people has had enough of this nonsense. And it's not hard to figure out. It's not hard to see. It's not hard to understand. All you have to do is take a trip into the realm of the artist, into the realm of the music industry. Watch your podcast. Listen to your industry greats. Do your research. Read your articles. Credible sources. Look into those, and then you are going to start to understand what's going on around the music industry. And once you figure that out, hey, sky's the limit. You know? Anyway, let's keep going.
The left is a little slot machines. To the right, you can see him if the ain't close. You can see him. Is the big boys. Are we complicit? You need 5 million plus, 10 million plus to be allowed over here. So again, negligence, naivete on his part, because if you're aware of your opponents, then yeah, I'm trying to go buy Future's publishing. I'm trying to go buy 21 Savage's publishing. I'm trying to go buy something that makes my conversation when I walk in this office with Lucien or whoever go a little bit different. They don't care about nothing that he built his house on, which is, I got all the hits, I got the number ones, I have the run, my album. Yo, we made that. And your best music, We gonna run that up. Go make your mid. Go make your mid. We gonna put all them albums that we own, your fire, that same little algorithm trick you think we doing, we still doing.
Deluxe.
Yeah,
5-year anniversary.
We got you.
Anniversary.
Hey, have a
20-year
blast
anniversary.
with whatever Honestly Nevermind did. Have fun with that. The label must ain't been too thrilled because that shit came and went too. At some point, you gotta have something that stay, and they not gonna let nothing stay. What do you think is gonna happen with the Drake Party Next Door album now that he's got these suits out?
Break. Cricket.
That's what I mean about him. That's what I mean about him. Party somewhere thinking that this is the best opportunity that ever happened to me. Wow, thank God this is happening. That happened in 2014, right after, if you're reading this, it's too late. Right after that, that's when that happened. Now, it's too late. And you're only doing it, again, for your selfish, greedy fucking reasons. That ain't about to help him. That's about to hurt him. Now, it's about to get to a point, anybody that stand with Drake, the high-ups is just looking. Stand there if you want. It's over. They sending a clear-cut message. Yo, it's over. And Drake knows it. So I'm not arguing with nobody now.
Let me speak to 2 points that he just made. The whole industry re-releasing your music, as long as they have rights to your catalog, they can do whatever they want with it. So if they decide to re-release it 10 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later, they're going to do it. And people are going to go, they're going to go listen, they're going to, oh, Drake dropped. Oh, wait, it's an anniversary album. And they're going to go listen and stream it. Meaning that the whole trick that you think they're doing, they're going to do it again. And realistically, it's not a trick if that's how it's set. It's almost like when you make laws. And you're using laws for your own gain. You can't change what's set. You understand how hard it is to change the laws in general, like government laws? They're not going to change nothing. It's the same thing in the music industry. Whatever they have set, whatever algorithm that they have, whatever machine that they're using, they're going to keep doing it. And you want to topple UMG? My guy, you're going up against, that's not even Goliath, bro. You know Ashura's Wrath? Bro, you have a planetary-sized villain that you're trying to go up against, and you really think you're going to win. Bro, not even the grace of God gonna save you. It's gonna boost you up, but it's not gonna save you in that battle, dude. Like, you have to be really honest right now. It can't just... If Drake was really serious about this, it can't just be him trying to do this. But it doesn't even look good for him regardless, because no matter which way this goes, it's a bad look on him. He's gonna go down in history as the first rap artist to crash out this egregiously in a rap beef. You're really gonna sue? Look, I understand the music has been out there. That's another thing. Think about it. Why would he be suing? Because the music is still out there. People are still playing the music. People are still listening to music. DJ Mustard had a set at the Flogna concert. And everyone's singing Not Like Us word for word. Why are we suing if the whole crowd is singing this song? You understand how many plays you need to put in to remember lyrics to a song, especially all the lyrics? Bro, of course the streams are correct. The song was played at the Olympics, for goodness sake. The whole world has been streaming this. So when I see that song with what? The last time I saw it was 915 million streams. I agree with those numbers because this song was literally plastered everywhere. From your phone, from cars, from stores, from clubs, from patios in the summertime, across the world on cruises, on airplanes. Like I said, the Olympics, everywhere this song was played. So for you to go around and deny and to sue because you think they're faking the numbers or they're boosting numbers, knowing that this song was played everywhere, there's something wrong with you. There's something actually wrong with you. And on top of that, for him to go on that stream with that dude, that made no sense. And remember, in that stream, he said rap is in a weird place right now. Bro, that's... How can you say rap is in a weird place when that's how rap used to be? That's how far from the culture you are. That's how much of a fraud you are. You're a liar, and you're lying to people around you. You're lying to your fans. The manipulation, the marketing tactics, everything that you're doing is actually disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting, and enough is enough. So when I see a Joe Budden, when I see people at UMG trying to stop it, when I see like Rhapsody, when I see DJ Mustard, Whack 100, all these people in the industry, all these artists, all these workers in the industry, all these A&Rs, everything, going up against you, I'm on their side. Because I'm not going to sit here and lie to people. Nobody liked the song that much, but the song was literally played all across the world. Even look at TikTok. Look how many people make TikToks to the song. Like, think about it. This is crazy. On top of that, like, the reaction channels. You got to remember, the reaction channels helped boost this song a lot. A lot. Reaction channels were eaten. They were eaten off of this. And I heard he was, I read the title of the article, but they were saying Drake paid sorry, not Drake, but Kendrick paid people on streams to boost and play the song. How? No. I don't understand. To do a reaction to a song, it's a first time watch. It's a first time listen. It's a blind reaction. You don't know what's going to happen. From when they hit play and they hear, psst, I see dead people. And then the song plays and that beat drops immediately and it's on some West Coast bounce, some West Coast vibe. All mans were like, we had people in Canada. Y'all don't understand. Y'all Americans need to understand. We had people in Canada just like, we were here. We were here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We were crip walking with y'all. Even though y'all think we just on some icicle type shit. We were there with you. Let's keep it a band. We're gonna have our OVO demons and our OVO goons over here saying, nah, this song is shit. But those are people just so far away from the culture. The same way how California Love went off in Canada and all men started crip walking just like we were going crazy on the footwork was the same thing that happened when Not Like Us came out, but multiplied to an egregious level. Because back then we had no social media, we had no internet like that, right? But now, fast forward today, it's the same thing over and over. But we have the internet, we have our cell phones, we have our laptops. So take whatever number that you had back then when that song first came out, multiply that by however many that you want. Because look at all these different sources and look how many opportunities that you have to listen to this song. It's crazy, bro. But I'm scatterbrained. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk for ages. Let's keep going.
These suits say he knows what time it is.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
So he's just going out snitching, basically.
Over the past several months, Drake has repeatedly sought to engage UMG in discussions to resolve the ongoing harm he has suffered as a result of UMG's actions. They have refused to engage in negotiations and insisted that UMG is not responsible for its own actions. Instead, they pointed the finger at Mr. Duckworth, a.k.a. Kendrick, insisted that Drake should initiate legal action against him rather than UMG, and even threatened to bring its own legal claims against Mr. Duckworth if Drake were to pursue claims against UMG.
Newsflash, that's what he wanted to do anyway, but he can't. Can't do that. But if y'all think the Karen in him don't want to sue
it's not Karen no more. We listen. The same way how Drake stood for don't rap against Kendrick ever, we got a new name for Drake now. If you want to call Drake a Karen, just call him a Darren. He's a Drake-ass Karen, so just Darren. Yo, Darren gotta chill, bro.
Kendrick himself
but isn't that the purpose
directly, then I don't know what game you're looking at. If he is sued, I don't care if they said, hey, go sue him. Guess what? That's jargon to you now. For me, that says even they lying to you different than they normally would. They're not going to jump on that suit if Drake sues Kendrick. They've anointed Kendrick. You are going to take us to the next stratosphere. We're not jeopardizing that. It's the field versus you. It's over for you. They're just saying it's over for you.
If it's the thing for me is when it's over for you, you can go out a couple ways. You can just fade into black. You can just have a good career, or you can go out
in a blaze of fucking glory.
Exactly.
Or you can do duck lips and go grab barrettes and do a bunch of funny hairstyles and be seen with the white boy. I don't want to hear all this shit. It looks stupid now.
Does this lawsuit, because from what I could hear in social media and in other media circles, people aren't making a distinction between him suing Kendrick and him suing the record label. People are like, yo, he's suing Kendrick, he's going out like a sucker.
No, Kendrick is not involved. His name's not listed.
No, I know, but I'm saying people are hearing it.
That's the least of his worries. Okay? Like, you need to understand, like, when it comes to thumbnails, when it comes to, like, headers on articles, we're going to lie to people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all over YouTube. Articles and thumbnails, headers, everything. This all over YouTube, and they're not telling the truth in their titles. Okay? They're saying something to grab your attention. So for them to say Drake is suing Kendrick, they're just saying that to grab your attention. But here's the problem now. People go ahead and read the title, but they won't read the article or they won't watch the video. They're going to see the title and they're going to take that and they're going to make their own story from it. That's the problem. That's why people are saying Drake is suing Kendrick. It's not true. Drake is suing UMG and Spotify. But wait, there's more to this. Because he's not suing yet. It's a petition to sue. So they're looking for signatures to continue this lawsuit. So keep that in mind as well.
Like all the jokes, all the stuff is still like he's suing Kendrick.
He wants to opt it.
Right. Does this ruin his? I mean, what does this do for his legacy?
Yes.
Yes.
No matter how you look at it. Yes.
This is the biggest L I've ever seen in history.
Right. That's what I'm saying. This is pretty bad.
Like athletic history, like this is worse than Atlanta.
On the flip side of that,
but wait,
being called a hurt my legacy. So I gotta fight it.
See, I even there.
Stop right there, Ice. And I know that's Ice. Trust me. I watched this enough to know who's talking. Look. If this really was something bad for Drake, why did he respond with The Heart Part 6 right after Not Like Us? Why did he drop 100 gigs and everyone listened to No Face? We know No Face is directed to Kendrick, but this came out way after Not Like Us. And you gotta remember, Drake, all the moves that you make after Not Like Us is only going to make people listen to it more. For you to sue Not Like Us, it re-entered the top 20 on the charts. And after reading that article, I found another article saying it hit top 5 on iTunes again. It got re-entered into the top 5. Meaning that more people are going to go and listen to it. Meaning there's more streams going to this. So which is, I don't understand why he's suing again. I really don't get it. Because you need to understand, Kendrick broke you down to the point where whatever you do, it's going to benefit Kendrick. And I don't think his dumbass realizes that. Kendrick locks you down. It's almost like an endless loop. I'm not saying it's an endless loop exactly, but it's almost like an endless loop because the only thing Drake can do is go and hibernate. Do what 6ix9ine did, disappear for a little bit. Because look, when 6ix9ine disappeared, he came back on some Spanish vibes. And he's starting to do good for himself again, away from the hip-hop culture. This man needs to go. He needs to hibernate. Take a couple years off and reassess. Reevaluate. Find something else to do with your artistry. But no, he wants to be in the spotlight like he's a Destiny's Child. You're not TJ Henderson. If you know, you know. You're not TJ Henderson. So stop with the nonsense.
I think that's a scapegoat. I think that's something.
No, y'all are
No. I think it did, but being able to hang your hat on it as for it being the cause of all of you going awry is cap. It's played a huge part, but your missteps got us here, and this is the culmination of it.
Your missteps are what got us here. I agree with that.
But niggas on the internet talking about this is the biggest L since this bigger fall off than Ja Rule, which I think is a total slap in the face.
Don't do that.
Rule. I think the audience
That's
owes
incorrect.
Ja Rule an apology. Ja Rule was never doing this. No. Ja Rule was never playing this.
And you got to remember, Ja Rule took his L. He took his L. Like, it did hurt him heavily. Don't get it twisted. When 50 Cent bought, like, the front row, like, the front rows to the concert, and it was just a whole empty crowd and all these seats in front of Ja Rule and people in the back, 50 did that to Ja Rule. So, Ja Rule took his L. But shout out to Timbaland and Swizz Beatz, because with verses, that put Ja Rule back on top again. Not saying that he surpassed 50 Cent, but because he got his opportunity to perform his hit songs again on a main stage, which is on your phone at the time in COVID, people started to appreciate Ja Rule again. And when it comes to this music shit, it's all about timing. And you got to look at timing in a sense of your whole career. Sometimes you can seize moments, but overall, it's best to just go for those breaks. Take a step back. It's okay to do that. But the problem is, because it's all quick, where people have to drop all the time, people lose sight of taking breaks and stepping back. And a lot of artists self-destruct because of this concept. It's sad to see, because we lost a lot of good artists, or they just fell off, or they passed. You know, so...
If you're saying that, you're not understanding the game that's being played. This fall off is monumental. Odell ain't called that in years. That relationship's over now, that relationship. Odell is out. He got his ring. He's not talking to you anymore. And I feel Drake, yo.
How you feeling, but then you kicking his back in?
I'm not kicking his back in. I'm telling the truth.
No, well, the truth is...
For 10 years on this podcast in February, I've had to sit here tight-lipped because everybody's stupid. No, I'm not doing that anymore. But I don't need YouTube. I don't need hot takes. I'm one of the few people that could look at this and just know what time it is. Play with them. Don't play with me. I feel Drake because he has fair and valid points in some of this shit, yo. I've showed up for too many of y'all. That DeMar DeRozan is still in effect. Yo, you was in my house. I talked to you.
No, enough is enough. Drake didn't have to do that for people. He didn't have to extend a helping hand for people. You did that out the kindness of your heart, especially with DeMar DeRozan. You honestly think DeMar DeRozan was going to side with you, knowing where he's from? Drake is so dumb. He thought he had better clout or more clout in Compton than Drake. This is how tone deaf he is. This is how he know he's really a white girl. This man is glued to his phone all the time, doing all this duck lips, trying to show off his jawline like he's sick. Brother, go get some Botox. Like, this, enough is enough of this nonsense. Bro, in Compton, in LA, Kendrick is damn near like, he's damn near a messiah, bro. You don't touch Kendrick in his hometown, in his home city. You don't do that. Drake should take notes. Thing about Drake here, first of all, there's no real culture in Canada. Let's get that out the way. Meaning that there's no unity in the community. Meaning that there's not even a community to deal with. It's just mindless fans all over the city, all over the GTA. Greater Toronto area, by the way, for anyone that doesn't know. Like, you don't have real fans, basically. You have followers and you have frauds. But you don't have real fans. So for Drake to move the way he moves, it doesn't work because people turn on you. There's plenty of people I know here that say I can't even listen to him anymore. I had a friend go on Spotify, go onto Drake's page, and hit the unfollow button in front of me. And I sit there and I'm like, wow. Knowing that Drake has this many hits, knowing that Drake has all this discography, all these singles, all these bangers, for you to do that unfollow in front of me, that I was like, wow, that was a moment. You know what I'm saying? So Drake needs to reevaluate his career because it's crumbling right now.
Off out of depression, Future, Thug, Weekend. I found you on the f***ing street, you piece of shit. But he looking at like I look at Bleed. He done helped too many people. So now he's watching Since Not Like Us or Bot Like Us, whatever you want to call it. Since that, I'm seeing the tides turn in ways from places that I never expected it to. And it's up for all of you. It's up for all of you. And I'm with that willfulness and that conviction and that determination. I'm with all of that. I just don't think that he wins it because of the timing of this. But back to that whole facade about, this is for the betterment of musicians everywhere. That's bullshit. Most musicians, even if they're at the top of their game, don't have enough money to do this with the people they need to do it to. 1. 2. Even if they have enough money, they know that if they do that, their career is effectively over. So people are not rushing to do that. I applaud Drake because to me, this move comes off as, for lack of a better term, like bomber.
Mm-hmm. Kamikaze for sure.
Kamikaze. Yes. In other words, yeah, right. That bleep that. I don't know if we can use. This is like the end of line.
I just took in what word he used. I cannot say it. I took in what word he used. That's all I know.
It went on. When that mission they went on, when Georgia did, boom.
You're wrong for that.
I think he knows it's over. It's a good ending though. Oh man, yo, they're killing the cliffhangers. They're killing the cliffhangers going into the next episode. Mm-hmm. But I think he knows it's over for him, and on the way out, I'm trying to take a few of y'all down with me, and hopefully the after effects of that could help somebody.
But it also gives him a better narrative. So now that he can say Kendrick didn't end my career. I went against the boss of all bosses for the people, and they took me down, and that's why my career is over. I mean, that's a much better ending. Now you can go down as a martyr as opposed to they got bodied in a battle.
No.
They got treated unfairly.
Right. Yeah, but the industry versus me.
But right. It's not a bad ending if you want, especially if
No.
you're delusional.
It's not a bad ending if he's writing it and that's it. But he has to battle the optics.
Here's the problem with that ending. That ending is not for artists. That ending is for selfish gain. He's only doing that to try to save his name. It's like, imagine, like, you're getting bullied so bad that you did not just go and run to the principal to snitch. You called 911 to get that person arrested for saying things to you. That's literally all I'm hearing. Yo, cyberbullying is crazy.
Of this in hip hop, and that is you.
And I think that was a miscalculation. I think he thought suing Universal, nobody would give a. But the way they tried it out and played out, it looked like he's suing Kendrick.
But not his peers. I mean,
no, I think
the
that
peers
works for him because
peers,
again, you benefited from this. So it looks like just optic wise, like, hey man, I was all right when that was working for me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now it's working against me, and we have to destroy all of this shit. We can't be having this. This is now you want to go to your moral high horse.
Right.
That's where people looking at it like
Meek has came out and said, Meek has came out and said some comments. I mean, people are commenting. I mean, I think it's only.
What Meek say?
What are they saying?
Sorry, oh Lord.
No, did he say like Drake did the same thing against him?
No, Meek said that.
That's who got a case.
Because I think, that's what I think is
Meek
different.
got a case.
He said,
Meek does have a case.
but Meek
Shout
be
out to
tripping.
Meek.
Yeah, all right, like that. That's what he said. But Meek be tripping.
Like,
yeah,
if you saying that,
right?
Drake,
Because he was saying the same shit.
If you saying Drake benefited from the labels pushing your album, that's different than saying that they push somebody's album against me.
Right.
Like, Meek could say, yo, if that happened to Meek and they said, yo, when I was putting out shit against Drake, it was being suppressed. Or that's something totally different than, yo, they pushed my album to get album sales and to make me number one. It's a totally different ballgame.
What I'm saying is that I think only the fans and the people online, they are the one that's laughing at Drake. But the people that have experienced issues with labels, I think they may support him. It's just the fans and the people, the everyday people that doesn't, you lost, not like us, da-da-da-da-da. But the people, like look what Meek said, and other people may support.
Meek also said, I went indie, and my last 2 show offers were in Finland and Portugal. Big festival shows, but nothing after. I sold out the Garden and went indie after Expensive Pain. The media made it look like I fell off terribly after. Expensive Pain is close to platinum. So basically what he's saying is, once I stopped playing the game,
They disappeared me.
So you have to be willing to play a different game.
correct.
Right?
Everybody's
Like Drake should have known or been advised that, yeah, you may take a step back in terms of sales and branding and yada, yada, yada. But when you see that back end money from you hitting upload as a strictly independent, it will make up for it.
Yeah, so that is what Joe Budden had to say about it. Like I said, he really got into it during this episode. It's a really good episode. Obviously, there's more to it. If y'all want to check the rest out, it's over on his Patreon. But yeah, bro, Joe Budden is one of them people. His opinion is highly respected in hip-hop, so people have been waiting. I seen everything that he was saying, and I said, man, let me go ahead and get this put up for all my people. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below. Anyways, that's basically it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. As always, it's been fun rocking with y'all, man. I'm out.
Appreciate you, KB Goes Live. Final thoughts. I feel like Drake thought he was gonna be in the industry for a long time, but he's gonna have full control in the industry for a long time. He never predicted a beef at this level that would take him down to the point where he's getting the treatment like a brand new artist, like a first time signing artist. Because what you are seeing on the internet, what you are trying to soak in and understand, this is almost like you're a brand new artist. You're about to get that deal. You're about to get signed. You're going to get all this money in the forefront, but your back end money is going to be terrible because that's going to be the music industry ripping you off at that point. You're going to get a strong income. Yes, you're going to get a nice couple million. But it's going to get to the point where you have to owe a couple million. Almost the same couple million you were blessed. So what do you say there? What do you do there? And on top of that, for Drake to sue. Actually, no, never mind. I'm not going to say that point because it's incorrect. But this is definitely new artist treatment that he's getting. Not saying new artist like, oh, first time signing. I'm a new artist. Cool. No. The whole track record of a new artist. In the front end, you're going to get the money that you think you deserve. You're going to get blessed with loans, with opportunities, yes. But you need to understand, for new artists that usually sign, when they get to the height of their career and they start to fall, that's when they have to owe. That's when money is owed. And this is why you see a lot of artists go broke. Because first of all, they spend their money foolishly. They don't use their money wisely, so they're good. A lot of their money and a lot of their income and their and everything else, like your signing bonus, all of that disappears. So for you to get to the height of your career and start to fall and crumble, now we're gonna have to sit here and really look at what's going on here, because at this point, what we are looking at right now is this is where you're at. This is how much money you have. This is how much you owe. And we still need albums from you. We still need singles from you because this is what you signed up for. And if we don't get it, you're going to have to owe us this amount of money. I feel like this is what's going on. I'm not saying Drake is going through this exactly, but I'm speaking more towards the track record. Like the track history. Right? Drake says he was supposed to be in a deal for $400 million. Thinking that, oh, I can, this might be $400 million, but I can definitely get more out of this. But if I don't get more, I can sue you guys and try to get more. Because supposedly he's supposed to be getting $2 billion-ish. Something like that. But look, trust me and believe me, this whole conversation can definitely be a 5-hour episode, no doubt. But I'm going to cut it here because I know for a fact I've been talking for a while. So for now, thank you for stopping by. To all my current subscribers, thank you if you made it to the end. For all my new subscribers, thank you for stopping by. And if you do subscribe, thank you. If not, I'll see you soon. And for everyone else, make sure you take care, be well, be safe, stay true, be you, live long and long live. That's my phone. Peace. Boy, oh boy, this really got to be studied because this is ridiculous.